Hi, this is Allison with Let's Go Travel Tips. Today is Wednesday. It is April 30th of 2025, and I've got two huge updates for you. So before we start, I want to invite you to please subscribe if you have not already subscribed to our channel. Would love to have you with us, and I feel like we share very important information on cruising and traveling to cruise 6 days a week. So would love to have you join us. Now, the two updates that I've got for you today are huge. You're going to remember on Monday, my video talked all about how we have that 50-day Grand Mediterranean Odyssey cruise that Gordon and I are doing as a group. So would love to have you join us if you would like to come. But at any rate, as we had started booking those last week, on Wednesday, Thursday, and a little into Friday, the deposits were showing up as refundable, no problem. But then later on Friday, it started saying that those deposits were not refundable and that you'd better have Princess Insurance. And so that kind of changed everything and made me a little bit worried. But I am really happy to report that it turns out that that was a glitch. It is fixed. And so if you are booked on that 50-day Grand Mediterranean Odyssey cruise, those deposits are refundable until final payment, just like we're accustomed to things being done with Princess. And so if you're already booked, you don't have to worry. And booking moving forward, you don't have to worry. Now, I think that cruise is going to sell out really quickly now because today it opened to everyone who is not Platinum Early already with Princess. But if it does happen to be one that they need to sell space on a little bit later, they will end up putting that Princess Picks. At that point, the deposit becomes non-refundable again. So it's always really important to pay attention to how you book, but I wanted you to know that that glitch and what I would call a crisis is over. So don't worry about that anymore. If you happen to be booked on that Circle Pacific cruise that was released at the same time, they've never had trouble with those deposits because I kept looking, kept doing pretend bookings, trying to look and see how it turned out. We've never had trouble with those deposits. So you can quit worrying about that. The second follow-up that I've got to that, though, is really important as well. Starting today, April 30th, the day that that cruise is available to anyone who wants to book it, when I first looked at it and tried to do a booking this morning, the onboard credit was not showing up. And that's a problem. And so send in an email, and that is fixed now as well. So if you go to book that cruise, the onboard credit's going to show up. So if you would like to come with us, do it. And also, I want to point out that that 50-day cruise has two 25-day segments. I talked about that back when I first talked about that cruise. But if you cannot be gone for 50 days, take a look at those two segments. So the first one sails October 6th, of course, 2026, Fort Lauderdale to Athens. So look at all of the ports that are covered from there. If you're looking for just, because really it's just over 3 weeks, right? It's 25 days. And then the other segment is from Athens back to Fort Lauderdale, and that starts on October 31st. So on Halloween is the day that that will set sail from Athens. And would I recommend that if you can't do the 50 days? Absolutely. If you book the cruise through me, then you'll get to be part of the group and everything that we do with that. And it's wonderful, and I understand those of us who are able to go for 50 days, what a huge blessing. But if you can't be gone that long, just come with us and do the shorter period of time, and either way you get to go to Athens. And you want to know what? You get the best of that whole thing because you could fly in early to Athens if you're joining us for that second half, or if you're getting off in Athens, you've got the flexibility to stay a day or two. And I know an excellent hotel to stay at. I know several excellent hotels, but I have my favorite. After staying lots of different places there, I now have a favorite that I love. And so just wanted to put that out there for all of you. That's great. Second huge update today is really, really important. Lots of rumors going around about the price of the Plus and Premier packages. And want to make it really clear, I am 100% certain that as of today, April 30th, 2025, the Plus package is $60 a day. The Premier package is $90 a day. The point where it becomes $65 a day for the Plus is if you book it on board. So the important thing is you're going to want to add it before you go on your cruise, because then it's just the $60 a day. Same with the Premier. If you book it on board, it will be $95 a day. You will be charged for that. But if you book it before you go, we are still looking at that $60 a day. And I looked at it right before I did this video, and it's $90 a day for the Premier. Now, I was on the webinar when Princess announced that change. I am absolutely positive about it. I have booked cruises since then that I have added the Plus and Premier package to, and that is the price difference. $60 a day for the Plus and $90 for the Premier. That's really important. The second thing, I saw it on Facebook again, this bears repeating. So in addition to having the Plus and Premier packages with Princess, they also, if you can believe it or not, have a Plus beverage package and a Premier beverage package. The whole reason those packages, I believe, exist is so that when people look at the website and they see how much the beverage package costs, then they look at the Plus package or the Premier package, the real packages, then they're like, wow, what a savings. And so they hurry up and book it. So just be aware that the Plus beverage package does cost more than the Plus package. But if you get the Plus package, it's included. Same thing with the Premier. The Premier beverage package costs more per day than the Premier package does. But if you book the Premier package, you get that beverage package included. So really important distinction there. Last, let's talk about, is it's being called now Sodagate. You know, remember when Cookiegate happened with Celebrity and they decided to sell those chocolate chip cookies, if you can believe it? This whole thing with soda is amazing. And I love how I see people saying, I'm really blown away by how much people discuss this. Anyway, somebody on the Sky Princess said it took effect on that ship today at lunchtime. So starting at lunchtime there, they were told that if you want to have a can of soda, you're going to be paying $3 for it. If you want a fountain soda, you get to have it. It does not matter what package you have. Whether you've got the soda package Plus or Premier, you're going to be paying $3 for a can of soda. I am really excited to hear from those of you to get on the ship and try to have your mini bar swapped out, traded over for cans of soda. Please let me know how that's going. I'm going to let you know how it's going on the Sapphire when we get on there in just over 2 weeks now. But truly, across the fleet, we are seeing a lot of different things. And I think that people are dug in different ways in how they're going to handle this. Some people, if they're going to get charged for a can of soda, are going to spend, as one lady said, and which I see a lot of time at guest services. What am I going to do? I'm just going to drink fountain soda and not worry about it. I will be not very pleased, and y'all are going to hear about it, if I am not able to trade out my mini bar setup in the room since I'm elite. That would be really uncool for them not to switch that out, and I think penny pitching in a way that they don't really want to be known for, because that's not taking care of your elite guests. So I'll keep you posted on that. In the meantime, if any of you have anything else to share about how Sodagate is going, let us know in the comments. My final thought for today is really important. I know that it's a hassle. I know it's a hassle sometimes to hear what's going on with the soda. I know it's a hassle to hear that they have computer glitches, and here on an amazing cruise, the deposit was showing up as non-refundable. I know that some people didn't book it because of that. Not only did I lose people that would have booked and come as a part of us, I am sure that other people did as well. They're just not going to fool with it. This morning when the onboard credit was not coming up correctly, I had people that decided they weren't going to book that cruise. So in the long run, I hope that we can get the computer system running right so that things show up correctly right off. I hope that we all don't lose, just grab that brass ring and go. Often we will say that whatever cruise line we're going on, we go on Princess around here. Sometimes dealing with their customer service is excellent. Sometimes dealing with their customer service is terrible. And so it really makes you lose confidence in the brand. But at the same time, once you get on board, things are phenomenal. I have never in all of our cruises with Princess been dissatisfied with our onboard experience. I always love it. We always go and have the best time. And as I think of that, I really feel bad for the waiters and the people, the bar staff, who are having to deal with people being told that now you're going to pay $3 for that can of soda that was included before. My heart goes out to them, but I want you to know that I think it's really important, and I wouldn't miss this cruise. I just think it's going to be absolutely wonderful that we've got the deposits back where they ought to be. The onboard credit is there. So as I always say, let's go. I'll be talking to y'all again really soon. I'll look forward to reading your comments. Thanks for being here with me. It means the world to me that you come and join me every day. So I'll be talking to y'all again really soon. You all take really good care. God bless you. Love you. Bye-bye.